learn my process, if I can release even a thought of outcome, all of a sudden I keep investing in that process. And like you mentioned earlier, is like, I'd rather have you come in here and struggle and then go out in the game and do well. Like, this is the place, you already said it, but we say it all the time too. It's like, this is the place you come to fail. We're going to push you. We're going to get you outside your comfort zone. We're going to have you try things maybe you never tried before, so that when you're out there, you can be adaptable, adjustable, and then conquer, you know. And that's kind of the common message I hear with what you're saying. I'm sitting here saying, you meet for the player versus like, it's me versus this guy, or there's this competition between the team and the facility. It's like Joey said, it's like, they're going to do it anyways. I have that same approach where it's like, as much as I can bridge that gap, you know, but also I can't come at it like, hey, I got all the answers and you know nothing. You know, it's like, no, it's like, we know that we're both mutually in this for the kid. How can we help each other, and how can we best help this kid? It's right, is ownership. Like, give them as much ownership as you can, and you're helping them better long term. Like, you know, you see some of these youth teams where it's like the coaches coach them too much on the field, and then they see success and they win these little rings when they're young. They're not teaching them long term. Like with my pitchers, for example, you know, guys sitting in the dugout calling all the pitches, and versus teaching the catcher and the pitcher how to call a game and how to read hitters and how to, yes, it's going to take longer. You might not win as many rings when you're 10, 11, 12 years old, but then you get a kid who's 15, 16 going into high school, maybe playing against guys 3, 4 years older than them if they're good. And it's like, oh, I can think for myself out here versus like, coach gave me, what was that again? Oh yeah, I should throw a curveball here. Yeah. I mean, I think there's time and place where it's like, here I have a black curtain that's behind the mound. So like, sometimes I'll go back there and it's like the little happy angel here and the little devil guy that's here, right? You got those voices that are speaking to you. And it's like, I try to give them the troubleshooting, but I like to do it more in the form of a question. Cause I think like with a quarterback, for example, he's not maybe able to see what the other 10 players are doing out there with him, but it's a full team effort doing it. Whereas a pitcher, you're kind of like, yes, you're working with your catcher. Like, in my opinion, the catcher's giving suggestions. If I'm on my game, I'm calling the game. Catcher gives me suggestions. If I trust my catcher, we're on the same page kind of thing. But it's like, I don't think anybody else gets to see what you see as a pitcher and catcher. You know, did he scoot up in the box? Did he scoot back? Did he move closer to the plate? Is he white knuckled? Is he, you know, or is he taking, you know, all these little things that's like, you know, you see that little look in their eye sometimes that I think that might be a little bit of a difference. But I think time and place too, like teach them, okay, hey, did you see that? Did you see he stepped, you know, he took a step back off the dish there. What do you think he's doing? It's like a little drip system. I like to kind of talk about it like a garden. It's cultivating. It's like, okay, we dig a hole, we plant a seed. You know, we can't just expect that seed to go whoop, but it's like watering. It's like sitting back there and saying, hey, did you see he's late? Maybe we should go a little more in and a little more, or, hey, he's right on you. We should probably mix it up a little bit, you know, and starting to get them to think that way, you know, so when they're on that island out there, they feel confident in what they do. Because I'm a firm believer, conviction more than anything, where it's like, if I'm convicted in the wrong pitch, I could still probably have more success than being unconvicted in the total right pitch. Because there's just that little, as a hitter, it's like you see that look in his eye. He didn't totally trust that changeup right there, and he hung it by that much, and you just found that barrel, unleashed on it. And it's like he's kicking himself because he didn't want to throw that pitch.